we're gonna, I think, I know that we're on a time limit here. So what I want to do maybe is ask you one more question, and then we're going to get to a Q&A session.
Sure.
So some questions are coming in here. And guys, you have questions, gals, just enter it in the chat box right now. We're going to have a quick Q&A. So you mentioned like updates, you're doing updates regularly. What is your vision kind of overall for mySalesman over the next year to 2 years?
Well, so mySalesman is one thing I've learned with entrepreneurs is that our brains are always going. We're always trying to think of the next thing, and I really have to pump the brakes sometimes because I get super excited about, hey, let's get it to do this. Let's make it do this, and I love it. And I have a lot of great customers that call me. I will tell you, one of the coolest things that we're working on right now, and the technology is not quite there, is that we're going to actually be able to have the customers go out there and walk where they want their yard, and and hit a button, and we're going to be able to actually measure it out. Instead of them doing it on the computer, they'll be able to do it out there live. And we're right on the verge. We've got to get a few things lined up with Google Earth and some mapping software. The other cool thing is that we're going to be able to tell people how many utilities that they have in their backyard, and that we're waiting for a lot of the municipalities to catch up with us. We're actually across the nation. I think Cleveland has it. I know Lincoln, Nebraska has it. Denver has it, where they're actually putting their utilities in the ground. So when a person comes through that drawing on that parcel, we'll be able to see the utilities that are in their backyard, or the public utilities that are in their backyard, and that'll be cutting edge. I think we're a couple years away from that, but we're following that. That's where we're going, and it's going to be a complete game changer as far as laying out the backyards and helping with underground utilities, which is trust me, any fence guy out there, it's a real problem right now.
Very nice. Now I do want to show a couple of things here. Well, one thing I want to show is how people are driving traffic to this tool, to your tool.
Right.
I mean, they're of course using the internet, SEO, Google pay-per-click, Facebook ads. I know is real popular, and then you've been using it yourself through a TV commercial.
I did. I experimented a little bit. I had a local television station contact us and said they had some cheap ads or affordable ad space that wasn't being used, and I thought, you know what, let's give this a try and see what happens. Do you have that? I sent you the video because I thought it was pretty cool. Do you have it real quick? I
do. I want to show that real quick. I'm not sure how well the audio is going to come out, but let's try it.
Wondering how much it would cost to build a fence around your commercial or residential property? Empire Fence makes it easy to find out a budget with our price estimator tool. Simply draw your fence lines on a map, choose your height and materials, and then get an instant quote. It's easy, it's fast, and it's only a click away. Empire fences and windscreens are a great way to add safety, security, and privacy to your commercial or residential property. Learn more and get your instant quote at empire-fence.com today.
Hey, so that's it, Scott. It's 30 seconds. It's a clip. They use it in filler space. We negotiated a great price for them. When this airs during the Wheel of Fortune at night, I bet we get 7-8 awesome leads. I'm talking $7,000 to $15,000 range leads. They're the good leads. And it's like clockwork. And we do it for 1 week a month, the first week of every month, and we only do it at the 6 o'clock hour during Wheel of Fortune. Is for us, and that's all we're doing. And it doesn't cost us too much money, and it is just amazing. The high dollar leads. We had a lead come in. It was like $21,000 lead that came in, and it was for real. She had no idea. She's like, I just didn't want to call somebody. We ended up actually kind of pitching her and selling her into it, and she wasn't even planning on selling a fence. Now or buying a fence. Now she's going to be buying one from us. That paid for all the advertisement of that entire session. So it's kind of exciting. I'm not a big TV promotion guy, but it actually worked.
That's awesome. So we have, we're going to do a quick Q&A session, if that's all right, Matt.
Sure.
Some people asked some questions here. And so we got a question from Brennan. We have a question from Shelly. And so Brennan asks, what's the cost of the program?
Well, we give it to you for 30 days free to try. Here's my thing is that I want to make sure you like it. Also, there's no contract. So at any given time, if you don't like it, you drop us. I can't stand the cell phone companies, how they lock you into long-term contracts. I can't stand that stuff. I just don't think it's right. The cost per month is $125 a month, unlimited use. You can use it as much as you want. What we ask is if you grow into another branch, each additional branch after that's $100. I came up with that price point for this. I figured that it cost me about $75 to $100 to go chase a lead. If I can help anybody out there save time of going on one or two dead-end leads, I paid for it. And if I can help you land a job that maybe you wouldn't have got, then it's money in your pocket. It's $125 a month. First 30 days is free to try. If you don't like it, drop it. No contract, no nothing.
Very cool. Okay. Now, Shelly asked a question. She's asking, she says, we have the mySalesman link on our website. When a customer does a drawing, we get an email and contact the customer. What's your suggestion for this phone call with the customer?
So what we do a follow-up call, and actually it's funny, my son's back from college this summer and he's helping us do some, and I've always made him go be the guy digging the holes, but now he wanted to learn some sales. So I just got done working with him on how to call that customer and do a follow-up and set that appointment. What we do is we make a very, very soft approach of our goal is to go see that customer right away, as soon as possible, to get them off the market. But sometimes they want to schedule it. So let's say it's Monday, we schedule it for Thursday. Our goal then is to go and actually we get that on our phone, the lead on our phone, and we walk through that with the customer, verify the measurements, and make sure that it's somewhat accurate, and then we start going through the estimating process. I hope that answers it.
Excellent. Okay. We have a couple more questions here. One from Brennan and Dustin. What's up, Dustin? Thank you so much for attending. Dustin's a client of ours. Brennan asks, how do you put it on my website, or is it a link that we just click on?
No, we give you it's called a partner code. We give you a link that actually slides into your website. It's very simple. I don't know if I could do it, but for anybody that's computer savvy at all, it's very simple to do. It's actually a partner code that you probably already have something similar on there. A lot of people now have a generic thing they fill out, and then it emails just generic information. It's the same. It fits right into that same spot. So this basically is taking the place of that generic email that you used to get that somebody was in, the contact information once, but it's super easy.
Okay. Yeah. And on that note, anyone who needs help with that that's watching this live, they can ask us and we would go ahead and help them install that for free. Little perk. Dustin asks, thoughts about using for patios or pergolas in the future? What do you think about that, Matt?
So, you know what? I wonder if Dustin is one. I got a phone call this week about that, and we are actually working on some stuff that's going to be sort of like a deck builder budget lead qualifier. It's in the works. I want to make it a little bit different. There's some new technology out there that we think that we'll be able to draw the shape of the phone or the deck with the phone. So we want to see if we can implement some of that. I don't want to go too much into that. I don't want to give it away what we're doing, but railing, you can do railing because you can put railing in there if you knew the measurements for it. But the whole deck builder kit, it's something that we're working on. I have a couple clients down in Dallas, Texas that want us to come up with something for that. So it's in the works.
Very nice. Okay, and now we have another question from another Dustin. And I know I want to keep you on time, Matt. And so, you know, maybe this will be the last one. If there's any more, maybe we'll take one more. But otherwise, if they have questions, I suppose they can reach out to you directly, right?
You bet. Contact us anytime. Yeah. If anybody wants to get a hold of us, Rachel, that's her full-time job. She wakes up every day thinking about mySalesman and the mySalesman customers. And I would like to think that there's not a better person out there in customer service. She does an outstanding job. But we are passionate about being in the industry. We're passionate about the fencing industry. But I do run the day-to-day operations of our net and fencing company. So
is she there? Can they see her? Can she wave?
I don't know. Rachel, can you come in here? Yeah. Oh, great. Now I'm going to be the ugly one in this conversation. There she is. Come around, Rachel. There she is. That's Rachel.
Everybody.
So if you've ever called and never seen her, that's Rachel. She's here all the time. She'll take your call. She's taking calls on Saturdays and probably even on Sundays. She's a very hard worker. She does an outstanding job, and I don't know if we could have ever found anybody else to do what she does.
Oh, that's nice. We got one more question here coming in from Dustin. Dustin, by the way, Brad Jones says Rachel is a rock star. So that's cool.
Oh, Brad, that's my Canadian friend. Hi, Brad. How's Trudeauville going?
Chris Cox agrees. He says, I agree. All right, Dustin has a question for you, man.
Everybody loves Rachel.
Brad says better than Hillary. Okay.
All
right, so
no
Dustin wants to know, are there any plans to create a widget to embed mySalesman into their website as opposed to redirecting offsite?
All right, I'm sorry, say it one more time.
He's asking about, like, if in the future the mySalesman, if it's going to keep them purely on their website as opposed to like clicking a button and then taking them off of the site.
Well, technically it does take them off the site, but we do that mostly so we can operate in the cloud, so we don't slow down your computer. But technically they can't go anywhere but back on your website. Now, when they get to the end and they click on that last page, it kicks them back to their website. So technically, we try to keep them in there. But by operating it in the cloud, we try to. I'm not a computer guru, but this is the best way to do it. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to put anything on your computer. You're literally working off of our cloud space.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I greatly thank you for your time on this, Matt. We got a couple more comments. Marilena, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Marilena, she says, mySalesman is the best and the people are real. Brad says, another way that we use it is to give a copy to our installers. They know exactly what they're doing. Saves me time and trips showing them the job. So, yeah, I mean, good reviews. The people love it. Before we end, Matt, how do people find you? How do they get mySalesman?
Well, the best way to learn more about mySalesman is go to the mySalesman.com website. That's the best way. If you want to send us an email, you can send an email directly to Rachel or myself. That's either Rachel or Matt at mySalesman.com. Mm-hmm. You can also give us a call. Rachel, you want to tell them the number to give us a call?
Okay, so my personal number, my direct number, the phone that goes home with me every day is 402-540-2067.
And that's the line that we use most of the time for her. But if anybody wants to get a hold of us, the best way to do it is to go to mysalesman.com.
Yeah.
Check it out, look at it. You can do a free little test thing there. And as soon as you do if you do the try the demo, as soon as you do that, Rachel's going to give you a call. As soon as you put in your phone number, she's going to reach out to you. We're very proactive about getting customer service. Is just doggone it, it's a big deal to me.
Cool. Very cool. Well, listen, I thank you so much for your time, Matt and Rachel. You gave more than what was expected. I greatly appreciate that. And for all you folks that attended, thank you so much. I hope you found tremendous value from this. And on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and wish everyone a lovely day.
All right. Thank you so much, Scott, for putting this together. I appreciate it.
Take care. Bye, guys.
All right.